Tucker Carlson just did a 2-hour interview with Elon Musk, and they published it on X. And during that conversation, Elon said that a lot of the reason that Harris is getting so much support and so much money is because it's from people that don't want certain things to come out, specifically maybe the Epstein lists and things such as that nature. Yeah. Also, we know that Trump and Elon are talking about bringing him on to come in and kind of clean house and make the government more efficient. And of course, historically with Twitter, he cut out 80% of the staff. And I think he implied to Tucker that that's probably a great place to start with the government as well. And
I agree with him.
So there's two big sources of resistance there. You've got Hollywood and then the billionaires. By the way, Elon specifically said Reid Hoffman and Gates don't want the list out. He's got no love lost for Gates. But also you've got, this deep state apparatus. Well, deep state implies maybe some nefarious actors that are trying to get their way, but you've also got just a bureaucracy there that doesn't want to lose their jobs and their power. You got a lot of forces that really don't want Trump in office because of what he might do, whether it's the Epstein files or getting rid of that. How hard is that to get past? We look at these crazy events like 2 assassination attempts in 2 months and things like that. Do you think those are two big factors in the support of Harris and the resistance of Trump in whatever way?
Maybe the biggest. And maybe the reason for the massive establishment, almost insane resistance to him. I mean, I think one of the advantages he has, and that's why these rallies are so important, when people confront him personally, they like him. But of course, he has a very low bar to overcome. They expect Frankenstein to show up. They are and have been truly deathly afraid of him from the day he announced. I don't think it took all these years, really the last couple, to realize how deep it is. I mean, when I went with him in 15 and 16, they had already begun criticizing him because he called some of the aliens that came in animals. Well, they had just chopped the head of a girl off and left her on a beach in Long Island. I knew he was talking about MS-13. They've turned out to be massive animals. They come into a community. They kill 3 or 4 people to get your attention, and they take over. What should you call them but animals? So I went to work for him. Then progressively, I've seen this guy get persecuted, charged with things that never happened, then almost shot at a second time. This is more than just political opposition. There's something deeper to this than that. And I think Elon is absolutely right. I hadn't thought of Epstein, but of course it troubles me. We used to talk about how many names Epstein had. We haven't got one.
I know.
And I look at the way he died. And at one point I said to people, maybe with Trump, they're doing an Epstein. They're just putting him in inherently dangerous situations where they have a big, long list of people that want to kill him and let it happen. In Epstein's case, I just don't buy that all the cameras. I mean, I know that prison better than anyone. I watched it get built. My office was connected to it. I put so many people in that prison, you can't imagine. And people I had to keep secure who were testifying against the mafia, testifying against terrorists. Probably about the easiest prison to avoid suicide. It's so small. What about the main camera? There's a camera at the desk that shows you all the cells. So if they were out, it would show you right on the screen that 2 of them were out. They're out for hours. Nobody notices it. What was the guy taking drugs? I mean, the whole thing makes no sense to me. It sounds like somebody orchestrated getting rid of him, and she made a deal with the devil. She knows she's going to only live if she keeps her mouth shut. So where are these names? Elon is absolutely right. As an investigator, I would be highly suspicious. I'd be investigating this like hell. Who are these names? And they sure as hell have a motive to get rid of Trump, because he's the only one that's going to come in and open this up. They get another Democrat. I mean, she would probably know most of the names.
Yeah, and they were both talking.
Clinton, 27 times. Clinton's
Yeah.
on that plane. He doesn't see little girls. I mean, what is he? What are we, stupid? 27 times he was on that plane. I know Trump threw him out of Mar-a-Lago. Literally threw him out, took his stuff, and because he was abusing a masseuse, an adult masseuse, she came to him and she said that this guy was trying to get her, and she was actually nervous going to him. She thought he would get angry at her. He immediately called up, couldn't get him on the phone, called security, said, get his stuff, put it at the desk, tell him never to come here again. And that's before any of this came out. So they try to say, well, he was on his plane twice. He was on his plane going from Florida to New York before that happened. The other guy was on the plane 27 times.
Yeah.
Hard for me to believe you're on that plane 27 times. He wouldn't trust you enough to have you on that plane 27 times unless he had the goods on you.
How do you get out of a rat race? How do you create wealth not only for yourself, but also for the generations to come after?
I am absolutely amazed with the quality of companies that we're getting exposure to.
We go on to Zoom calls with the innovators and the folks who are building new applications in metaverse, blockchain, artificial intelligence, decentralized finance.
What's going on, everybody? Thumbs up if you can see me.
We are focusing on early stage investment.
And the quality of people that we're getting exposure to, whether it be Dan Tapiero with 1RT, Jason Ma from Open, Yatsu from Animoca.
It's been a phenomenal experience thus far. It has far exceeded my expectations.
We are focusing on cutting edge technologies.
I view it now as the best investment I've ever made. The upside I view is unlimited.
And as a retail investor, I would never get this exposure anywhere else outside of Investment Club.
See you in the investment club.